I'm not a financial services expert, but one of my customers asked me to take a look at what kinds of ways we could look at the MACD and RSI, which are financial indicators around stocks. This was a really interesting data structure we came up with. I'm going to walk it through and see what you think of it. So this is Intel stock. Let's take a look at the percent change over time for the last 2 years. We can also add maybe in some other lines here, 12-day moving average, 26-day moving average. Together, those create an indicator called the MACD, and we also can add in the RSI. But this is a mess. Expand it out into a little different view here, but still, it's very hard to correlate. And so let's see if we can put that together into a nice 3D view. So again, Intel stock, 2 years. Let's change that to a 26-day moving average and colorize the stock with the MACD, which is a moving average convergence divergence. Pretty simple in one way to look at it. If it's going up, it's going to be green. If it's going down, it's going to be red. How much it's going up and how quickly it's going down, that gets more interesting. And it's because the MACD is typically shown with a histogram to the 0 line, showing the strength of the trend. You can see how quickly the stock is going down, and it's farther from this center line on the MACD. That gets interesting, but the MACD is still a trailing indicator. It doesn't really tell you what could happen in the future. So let's take a look at the RSI, which is the relative strength index. In this example, we have cutoffs to show us when and how to colorize the dots. The RSI is generated from the MACD and the signal line. So let's put it all together into this view that I think is really interesting. So we've got time across the bottom. We've got the 26-day moving average on the height. You can see the MACD line, and then you can see these pink and yellow dots. A yellow dot happens at the start of an upward trend. Pink dots happen at the start of a downward trend. Look at that. See how beautifully that lines up? This is one of the few exceptions, this one, but you can also see how strong the RSI was in there based on how far it is from the center point. I'm not a financial expert, so I'd love to get your input on whether you think this would be a better way to view the MACD and RSI and get a real interesting sense of whether those indicators suggest that a stock is going to go up or down.